Happy Monday. Happy last week of the month. Can you believe it? We are done with October after this week. Some of you guys who are faithful Halloween stitchers, I know that your fingers are probably exhausted because you're trying to get it all done. So good luck to you. Welcome to Stitch with Mel. I am Mel, Melissa. I am super happy to have you guys with me. If you are new to the channel, just hang on because you never know what's going to happen here. Nothing crazy, not my personality, just, you never know where I'm going to go with that. So, it is October the 25th, so it's my sister's birthday, so you guys give a shout out. I honestly don't know at this point if she watches my channel, but I'll send it to her. So, give a shout out to Amanda Lee. I'm not going to tell you how old she is, but she's 18 months and 2 days younger than me. So, if you have watched me, you know how old I am. There you go. So I'm stupid proud of her. So excited for her. Just everything that she does in life, you know, just proud of her. So, this is the 27th Flosstube. I have gone weekly. I don't think I've missed, no, I haven't missed a single time. So I have been going for 27 weeks. So honestly didn't know when I started what I was going to do, how long I was going to go. So it's fun. I'm enjoying being with you guys. I enjoy responding back and forth. I have tons of people that I watch. I listed them all, I think, last week for you. So yeah, I think it was last week. Anyways, there's more on that list. I have added several since then. Those of us who are going to StitchCon are in a group together, in a Facebook group that the organizers create. And so one of the initial posts was, what is your Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube channel? And so I've added a few since then, just because, you know, you want to kind of get to know people before. It's kind of a cheating way of doing camp. You know, went to camp when I was a kid. All my life went to camp. And you never know who you were with, you know, unless you just accidentally, you know, were with a church that you're familiar with. You just don't know. So we're going for a massive, you know, 2-3 day camp, and we're going to know a few people. So that'll be fun. Anyways, this was not an eventful week, as far as anything just special going on. I got out my fall clothes, so I was super excited to bring this guy out. I love it. This is a blouse that I got last year. It's kind of unisexy. Like, I could see some of my friends wearing this, you know, my guy friends, but, you know, I wear it. And so it's comfortable. Love it. So I was looking forward to getting it out. I don't have just a whole lot of fall clothes. It's just I have warmer clothes, you know, sweatshirts and jackets and stuff like that. So I was able to bring them out. And it's my color. It's my palette. So while my hair is blonde to darker, it's darker in the back than it is in the front. She framed my face in the blonder because my grays come in right here. And I don't like to go in and, you know, spend that much money on hair because, you know, it's a lot. I love my hairdresser. So she's one of my very best friends. So don't take that wrong. But I don't like to do my hair. And my schedule just, it's ridiculous. So, anyway, so she said when she framed my face, she's like, we're doing blonder in the face to cover the hair. So, you know, the grays that come in. So it's like, okay. So the back is a little darker. But anyways, I digress. What was I talking about? Oh, my color palette is typically the rusts, the oranges, even though orange washes my face out. I just love the colors. The greens, the blues, certainly. So, yeah, that's where I go to. My eyes are hazel. They turn green with, I haven't even looked at them today. Yeah, there's a little bit. They turn green with my color palette and my mood. So if I'm in a particularly fun, happy mood, whatever, they are bright green. And it's like the people who know me are like, wow, look out. Melissa's in a mood. So, and they get darker, you know, when I'm tired, that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's fun. Color changing eyes. I mean, for those of us who like to change our colors, that could be fun. Anyways, so how did I get off on that? Oh yeah, pulled out fall clothes. My son was over for a few hours the other day, and so we got that done. Erica is doing perfect as usual. I have talked to her twice today. My first phone call was this morning to wake me up. That's another story I'll tell you in a minute. Anyway, so she wakes me up. She says, well, I'm pretty sure I just flunked my psych test. And of course I knew that she didn't because she's not a flunker. And I was like, it'll be fine. You know, we'll get through it. We'll get the score. It'll be great. And then her next class, her professor didn't show up. So, you know, she's like, I'm going to go rest and then do some homework. And I was like, cool. And she had a fantastic meeting with the organization that she is over. So she was given a title before she even stepped onto the campus, and she is doing fantabulous with that. So, you know, stupid proud of her, of course. My other babies are amazing as well. Katie has been getting called in to work some extra hours, which with Nick being gone, that's fine. You know, she can get some extra hours. So I honestly could not be a nurse, much less one in a nursing home. So she tells me horror stories, and I'm just like, baby, you have got the love of Jesus like all in you, because I would, you know, I can't do that kind of stuff. So, and then Trey has been working his little tail off at work, as always. So, my children are all investors, and I'm so proud of them just for what they do. Trey works at a school. For whatever reason, you know, when we were kids watching the Jetsons, and, you know, we thought we would be living on computer systems and robots by 2021 and flying cars and all that kind of stuff. We are living on computers now, but nobody knows how to operate them. He is that person who goes around and, you know, the teachers will text him or email him and say, I can't figure out something, and he runs to them immediately. So he has lots of patience and grace. So, and then, of course, the kids who are dropping their iPads and their computers and, you know, whatever. Parents using them and dropping them, whatever. So I don't have coffee today. I have Mountain Dew. I should not have gone to Taco Bell for lunch. I should have just eaten my leftovers because it wasn't great, but the Mountain Dew is refreshing. So there's that. I had coffee. It wasn't hitting. I've had heartburn really bad this week, so about 14 of you just thought, well, if you'd lose some weight. I'm trying. I really am. Taco Bell didn't help today, but I really am. So let's talk about fall clothes. Okay, so let's talk about the weather last night. The reason that I was asleep this morning was because I worked all night after I got off at midnight to watch the weather for our county. And it didn't do anything bad, thank goodness. So for those of you who are from Missouri, I was seriously praying for y'all last night as my heart was in my throat, and I was watching the tornado warnings go through, and I can't do, I used to be able to handle all of that. Like, I would be fine, and now it's like everything just gets my emotions going. So an officer and I were watching the storms go through Missouri, and I was like, oh my goodness, is this ever going to stop? They're just rolling, because it was like one tornado warning after another, and I was like, stop, just peace be still, no more storms. The reports that I did hear last night, of course, they were still doing assessment, damages, and all that kind of stuff, but I had not heard, now that may be wrong after today, because I haven't watched the news, but I had not heard last night of any major injuries or fatalities. They were still searching and looking and everything else. Lots of roof damage. I think one house was destroyed. For the report that I heard, the solo report that I heard. So don't quote me on that. Do not jump me for that. I'm sorry. I haven't done news today. So anyways, I got off at 12, but the storms were not rolling through. So I stayed at the office until it was about 12:30, 12:45. Came home, and our local news weather guy he was on Facebook Live. He was on Insta Live. So I was watching him. And I try not to text him. I mean, I'm in law enforcement, you know, so we have access to these people privately. But our captain had already texted him earlier and said, hey, dude, what do you think? You know, some of us are wanting to go to bed. Can we, you know, rest and everything be fine? He said, I think you're going to be okay. And so I just watched, you know, what he put out publicly, which, of course, he's having to answer the 15 million questions of the people around saying, is it going to hit my street? Is it going to hit my house? And he's like, y'all, I can't tell you that. But Jonesboro, if you know anything about Arkansas, Jonesboro was hit a couple of years ago severely. Has it been a couple of years? I guess it has. Yeah. And so, you know, they're gun shy, of course. Jackson County is as well. We had the tornadoes in 97 and then turn around back in 99. Just bam, bam, back to back. And so, you know, we're all a little gun shy here in Northeast Arkansas. That's what happens when you live in Tornado Alley. But anyway, so I was up until it was like 4 by the time I finally was like, okay, Melissa, you can calm down, go to sleep. Because after you work something that has you up this high, like you're up and down and up and down, and your emotions are just going and everything else is just rolling, you have to have some downtime. Like whenever I come home from work, usually I'll spend about an hour. I'm going to cross stitch. I'm going to turn on either Flosstube or a movie. I'm going to turn on some music. I'm going to chill out. And then I'm going to go to bed. Rarely do I just climb in bed after work. Even if I get off at 6 o'clock in the morning or midnight or whatever. Rarely do I just climb into bed. There are times. But most of the time, you have to kind of decompress. So 4 o'clock this morning, I went to bed. 10 o'clock this morning, I got a phone call from Erica. So I was like, okay, it wasn't meant to be for me to sleep in. I did sleep. I did. I decided I was going to take today off. Tomorrow, I go to work at 4, work till midnight. So I'll work for Mom tomorrow morning. Wednesday, I work 8 a to 4 p. And then Thursday and Friday, I'm off. So I'll work all day for Mom. So I said today I had to have a break. I worked 2 12s and an 8. That's not going to kill me, but somewhere in my brain it was like, you have got to take the day off. So I took the day off. So here I am. Let's see. So yeah, and hopefully in a couple of weeks I will be back to my normal schedule, which is 2 on, 2 off every other weekend, 3 days, 6 a to 6 p. And that would be perfect. I miss that. I miss my officers. I love all of my officers. I mean, they're all my friends. I work with 2 of my very best friends. You know, it's not just a work friendship, you know, it's a life friendship. So that's good. Like, I enjoy work. But, you know, when you get out of a routine, it just stinks sometimes. But it's okay. All right. Oh, I have a treasure for y'all. Okay, moving on. I pulled this out of the storage. This is Aunt Donna's. So give a shout out to Aunt Donna. She made this several years ago. Isn't it cute? Y'all look at my nails. They're pumpkins. So that is so cute. So very well done. She is going to criticize herself while she watches this. Stop it. It's pretty. I love it. So I have this hanging on my wall over there by my cross-stitch supply drawers. So that's where it is. Unfortunately, I do have to work this Halloween. There was no getting out of it. So I will not be hosting the Halloween festivities. Grandma always hosted them over here and we came over. I'm in Grandma's house. Y'all remember that. And so she made this amazing chicken dip. She always made a big spread of chicken dip and crackers. And then sometimes we had, sometimes depending on what we did, we had sandwiches, sub sandwiches maybe, or just some sandwiches, whatever. We would have rotel dip, chips, what we drink, y'all. I guess we kind of brought our own drinks, whatever. I don't remember her making any punch. I think I made punch last year. Did I make punch last year? Anyways, I was so looking forward to that because my house is cute and decorated and pretty, and I really need to show y'all before it. Look at my pictures on Instagram. Anyways, so I was like, okay, look, Halloween is on Sunday. I'll pull off one of the days. It didn't happen. It's okay. I've already guaranteed Thanksgiving off. Like, I was like, I have to have Thanksgiving off. Okay, cool. Because my opposite dispatcher, they do their Thanksgiving like on a weekend or something. So my lipstick did something funny a while ago. Anyways, so where was I going with that? Oh, I have everything decorated for fall/Halloween, and I don't get to do Halloween festivities. Oh well. Okay, on to that. what did I get in the mail this week? So I got the Just Cross Stitch Look at Santa. This thing is chock full of, Aunt Donna found a page where it had all the pictures of everything that you could do. I was like, oh, well, that's handy. Was it in this one or the other book? Oh, yep, there it is. Project Gallery. So there's quite a few things that I want to do in here. That's a card. I like that. That's cute, but not something I want to do. The church is cute. This has already been. This has already. This has been done by some of our friends in Instagram. I like the tree. I like the sampler. Oh heck, I like most of it. Anyways, so this is a cute episode or issue. Lord have mercy. My brain is shot. It's gone. Uncle Rick's gonna be making fun of this episode here. And then I got the World of Cross Stitching, and this deer is so beautiful. So beautiful. It's big. It's not little. That was the first thing Aunt Donna saw. She was like, the deer. And I was like, I know. Oh my gosh. Let's go see how big it was. It's called Woodland Fawn. It's huge. Approximately 100 hours is their stitching time. It calls it intermediate. It really doesn't look hard. Lots of color change. Tons of color change. It is 200 by 160. It's big. 200 by 160. That's the number of colors. So, yeah. But I do love it. It's very pretty. I love this. You don't close your eyes. I might be starting this sometime soon. It's just a cute issue. I love this. A little sampler. I think I would leave the alphabet off the bottom. Anyways. And then with that magazine, you always get a little free kit, gift, whatever. And so I got that. Isn't it cute? So I thought about, because I see a lot of the little cards, I thought about starting to make some, and I just don't know who to send them to because my kids wouldn't appreciate them. So, I don't know. I might like get just the generic address to the nursing home or something and send them to residence for my daughter's place. I don't know. That's a lot of work. But that would be sweet. They're so much sweeter than I am. Okay, so I pulled this out of my stash just to show you guys. I bought this from my best friend's shop in Batesville. And I just knew that I knew what I was going to do with it, and I haven't done it yet. Isn't that pretty? This is a piece of wood. I'm about half certain that's plastic, but it looks real. And then this is inset by however deep that is. I'm not good at measurements. So I thought a pretty picture of a duck or deer or something in there. And then give it to one of my hunting friends. I bought that like last year. It hasn't happened yet. I don't know. Next year I'm going to get on the ball. I think I'm going to do Whip Go next year. Just to be an inspiration. Nothing for deadlines, certainly. But I know that Steph Schaffner is going to do it. She's joining her mom. And so I texted her last night. And I was like, hey, let's do WIP Go together. She's like, yeah, let's. She answered this morning, of course. I felt bad. She's a knot stitcher. It was late, like, you know, because I'm watching the storms. It was late, and I was watching their video because I hadn't had a chance to watch it at work because the storms were moving through about the same time that they posted their video. So that's one thing I did when I got home last night. I was watching the storms. I was watching them. All right, so I did lots of work on my seasonal pieces for Grandma. This one's still on a hoop. Stand by. This will be easy to pop out. I don't do my hoops too terribly tight. Now that I've gotten used to stitching in hand, I really don't use hoops. But with this even weave, I needed some sturdiness. What's the texture? I do not need texture. Okay, so to remind you, if you haven't watched or if you haven't seen it in a minute, Whispered by the Wind. This is Winter Home. So I got winter done. That white is more beautiful than I expected. If you saw my Instagram, I was a little excited. I wasn't going to do anything variegated on that. It needed to be white because it's winter. B5200. It's gorge. And then I got all of the middle one done. The snow is kind of hard to see on the video, but it's really not hard to see like when you're looking at it. So I got that one done, and I got February a great start. Thought I had this color. I don't. It's a hot, hot pink. I don't know what happened when I kitted this thing. I thought that I had all the colors, and Donna supplied me with a lot of them. But I need to pick up some more. So I got a good go on winter, because winter was the one who was slagging and she didn't want to be stitched. And that snowman, oh, my necklace fell. I didn't even catch that. Y'all didn't say nothing. I guess I didn't even get it hooked. The snowman didn't want to be stitched. Like, it just wasn't happening in my brain that it was going to happen. So, I got the snowman finished. And it just flowed from there. Like, I wanted to do the blues because blue is my color. And it happened. Here's autumn. Autumn was the one who took a back seat this week and didn't want to be done. So I got started on the haunted house. It's a lot of color change. So autumn will probably be my focus this week, because I'm like Melissa Ann, you have 7 weeks till Christmas. You have to have this wrapped the week before Christmas, and you know that. 7 weeks. Because you have this week. 4 weeks of November. That's 5, 6, 7. Yeah, because you have to have everything done before Christmas. You can't do it the week of Christmas. In my world, that's bad. Like, okay, that's completely a lie. I always do stocking stuffers like the day before because I have sneaky kids. Erica will be home and they'll all be sneaking around. So if it's not wrapped, it doesn't happen before Christmas. And then there's summer. Why on earth I have not worked on this one, I do not know. The material itself is my color. But I got some done on it. The birdhouses are easier than I thought. I was scared of them, I guess. So that's all of my WIPs. I lie. Y'all know I lie. I wanted so bad to finish Seeking Refuge this week. So bad. I hear an ambulance. I just wanted so bad to finish it, and it didn't happen. But I got a lot of work done on it. There is Seeking Refuge. This was started as a stitch along with Stephanie Schaffner from Just Keep Stitching. And of course, you know, she puts her stuff up after a certain time. And I kept going because I wanted it done for this year. That's where I am. So, what did I do this week, you ask? All that. I got all of that done. That is taking longer than it looks. It's a lot of stitches. Knowing my schedule this week, like I know my schedule this week, my intention is to spend every night that I'm not at work at the sheriff's office working on this. When I'm at the sheriff's office, I take my smaller pieces just because they're smaller. I'm not spread out as much. Now with this one now, at this point, I mean, it is just one color and all of that. So I could do it, but it's kind of sentimental to do it at home. Because where I stitch, when I'm not stitching here in this chair, where I stitch on my couch, the place that it's going is right above it. So I legit get emotional when I think about when this is finished, it's going to be framed, it's going to hang right there. Stop. So it is what it is. So that's where I'm at on that. I downloaded lots of freebies this week. Heart and Hand. Had tons. Satsuma Street had a few. There's nothing I can show you. I don't even know where some of these came from. I'll figure it out and try to put it down there. Witchy Stitcher had some. Witchy Stitcher had some cute ones. Anyways. So I will probably list those. I don't know if I'll do it immediately. So that you can go find some freebies if you want to. There's a lot of Halloween ones. So they were cute. That is all that I have to show you guys today, and I'm just under 30 minutes, so Donna says 30 minutes is a perfect show. So I try to strive to be as perfect as I can for her. So she's laughing right now. It's okay. So let me just end with my quote for the day. My plans are to get lots more done on my houses and get Seeking Refuge done. That's my plans. I need to be more faithful about this whole planning thing. So anyways, courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's the quiet voice at the end of the day whispering, I will try again tomorrow. Mary Jane Redmacher. So, you don't always have to be brave. Just try again. Keep going. Tomorrow's a new day. I love you guys. I really do. I appreciate all of your time, your comments. Some of you guys have floated into my DM, and I appreciate the friendships that we've created. I appreciate the love and support that you guys give on shout outs and all kinds of things. I just appreciate, you know, having a new extended family in cross stitch. So keep it up. You're rock stars in my books. I love you and hope you have the best of stitchy weeks this week. Have a blessed week. I'll see you next week. Bye.